Hello, I really need students and parents to watch this together. Well, hopefully if I go away with that. Okay. So to check your grade. So students, when you log in, parents, when your student logs in, they see something like this. Okay. They don't see a teacher, they don't see the dashboard, but they see their two classes, English and science, and they see a percent next to that. They click on that percent and it tells them all about history or English, and they click on the percent, it tells them all about science. If they have a red number next to that, that's the number of assignments they're missing. So if you see a red, you're behind, you're missing something. Okay. So what we can do is I can look at the time the student has spent on each class. So we have been in school, like we started working really on our stuff on, our goal was that you started on September 14th. Okay. So that is 5, 10, counting today would be 11 days. So this student has spent 41 hours in science and they have a 90%, and they've spent 10 hours in English and they have a 92%. Okay. So why is this one so much different? I don't know. Maybe science is harder for this person. The science does have way more vocabulary. Okay. The English kids are more familiar with, but they are doing awesome in both. So this student is doing amazing. You rock. I know who it is, but I'm not going to say it. So kids can click on their grade book. So let's look at this student. In those 11 days, they have spent 4 hours on English and their quality of work is a 92%. So they're understanding it, what they're doing. But the problem, see this red 4, they're behind. They've done 92% on 2 assignments. They're missing 4 because there's only 6 right now. And in the science, they've spent 8 hours in 11 days and they're 3 assignments behind. Okay, so this student has spent, their quality of work isn't bad, but they're way behind. Okay, 4 hours in 11 days, that's not enough. Okay, this student has no missing work. They're not missing anything. They've spent 8 hours and their quality of work is 66%, and they've spent 4 hours in science. So in 11 days, they've spent 4 hours. So if your student is like, no, I'm sitting at the computer, I'm sitting there all day, students, we can see what you're doing. And this is what I can see. So this is somebody last week from September 20th to September 26th, Sunday through Saturday. We, parents, myself, the teacher, counselor, can see how much a student is working and on what each week. So this tells me that you completed 1.2.4. You got a score of 4. It has an NA because you did that in Google Classroom. You took this quiz. You got a score of 4, which is a 40% because it was out of 10. And it took you 9 minutes. You got this quiz. You got a score of 4, which is a 40%. It took you 7.5 minutes. And then you took the test and you got 12 out of, I think, 22, and you got a 55%. Okay. So you didn't do any work, whoever this is, on Thursday or Friday. You spent time on instruction and then time on a test. Time on instruction, time on a test or a quiz. Time on instruction. So 2 hours a day for this person, that's probably not enough for science. So chunk the time. Like do a half hour, take a break. Do a half hour, take a break. Do a half hour, take a break. And they didn't work at all Thursday, Friday. So when are you going to make up for that? Or are you going to work? And I get kids are sick, things happen, you go out of town. But when are you going to make up for the fact that you didn't do this time? Okay. So if your student is sitting there and is like, I'm working, you can ask myself, you can ask your student's counselor, and we can look at this and say, yeah, no, not really. Okay, what to do each day? So get a piece of paper, kids, write this down if you don't know. Parents, go make your kids get a piece of paper, write this down. So go into Classroom every day, and there's a daily video I post. It's super short. Do your attendance form. We're still in Google Classroom. And then I'm going to go into Apex. I'm going to English or science, and I'm going to work wherever I left off. Okay, well, how do I know what to do? So I could go back right here and I could click on this percent and it's going to show me my schoolwork. Okay, I'll show you that on a different screen. When you get to a lesson that ends in a 0.4, like 1.2.4, 3.2.4, 4.2.4, 4.1.4, that's a practice that has to be done in Google Classroom. And you should be spending time reading, studying, reviewing, writing notes. You can't do this by doing 4 hours a week. That doesn't work. So I have on my Google website, not my Google website, sorry, on my website, I have posted the study guides. I have stopped kids from going to Unit 3. I have like 2 kids that are doing amazing and ready for Unit 3, and I have kids still in Unit 1, which, okay, that's okay. So this is Unit 3 down here. Okay, and this one is 11 pages and this is 9 pages. And I know not everybody can print. I have parents that are going to Staples and printing at Staples. So kids can write. They know how to write. They can copy down this main idea and they can write facts. They can write the vocab words down at the end. They can write and use that information to help them. So also on my website, I still have the Zoom stuff up there because I still have kids that are starting. This document has a whole lot of common problems or questions. When kids can't log into Apex, how are they going to contact me? I do have kids that are trying to talk to me at 10 o'clock at night, and I pretty much stop working between 3 and 3:30. So I'm not going to answer you at night, and I'm not going to answer you on weekends. Okay, so I need you to work kind of in those hours. Kids don't see any work to do. Okay, so they need to go click on that percent. What do I do each day? Okay, that's what I just shared you on this last slide. Okay, so write that down. What do I do each day? I have students that email me every morning. What am I supposed to do today? This is what you need to do each day. Everybody's on their own page. How does Apex work? Oh my gosh, how come I can't open it? Okay, I'm gonna figure that out. Why I can't open that. Let's see what I called it. For parents and students. There we go. Okay, I'll figure that out. So what time do I have to be up? You can get up whenever you want. You can get up at noon if it's okay with the parents. How does Apex work? So they want to study the strand that ends with 0.1 for 1.1. They're going to do the practice in Google Classroom that ends with a 0.4. And I have to hand grade these. So if you don't see them immediately, why do I keep failing quizzes? Can I redo a quiz? So this is what it looks like. 1.1.1 is the meat of the lesson. All of the answers are there. 1.1.4 is always the practice. You have to go to classroom. And the 0.5 is always a quiz. This is going to repeat 1.2.1, 1.2.2. And some have 3 to 5 strands per lesson. Some only have 1. Okay. So when you click on that percent by your class, you're going to see something like this. This orange red means it's overdue. The student is missing those 2 assignments. So what should they do next? Well, go back and do those assignments, pick up this one in here, say, Ms. Dorier, can I retake that? I'm going to study. So when kids are in Apex, I don't know, let's say we're on Unit 2. Each study section, so when I'm in this, there's the study guide. And I'm going to click to the end. (13, 14). There's a review. Here's 14 words that kids need to know. And I think it's harder with this way, so I'm going to put the definition first. What is close to the actual value? And I click on it, accurate. Click the arrow. What is not an exact, but it's an approximate measurement, and it's sometimes called an estimate. Approximate. A temperature scale in which water freezes at 0 and boils at 100 Celsius. Yep, click, keep going. Okay, students should be studying these key terms. When I look at the syllabus, resources, kids can do this, and I see the syllabus, it tells me kids should spend about 40 minutes in 1.1.1 syllabus, 20 minutes in the checkup, 5 minutes. So if I look at just this one, this is an hour to do 1.1.1. So I have kids on unit 2 that have only spent like 3 hours. You can't be on unit 2 when unit 1 should have taken you 5 hours. There's lots to do in here. Okay. And kids are just whipping through, and that's not working. Okay. So this is what the classroom, I'm going to show you what it looks like from a kid point of view because I made my son join. I didn't make him. I asked him to join my classroom so you could see what the kids see because you can't join Google Classroom. That's the bad thing. Sorry, the video's going long. I'll hurry up. Okay, so here's the video that they're going to log in and then go to classwork. And I have changed the way I'm doing this. Science Unit 1 is all right here. Okay, Science Unit 2. There's all of Science Unit 2. There's a video. There's a form. A PDF means it's information. Okay, there's another video. So there's announcements in here. Kids keep asking me the same information. I posted a video. How do you do a lesson? Here's the attendance. Okay, so please, please, please encourage your students to work through this and ask me for help, but they have to slow down and work through the lesson. Okay. Thank you. You're amazing. It's Monday night. It's my birthday. I'm going to go home because it's 7:45. All right. Please keep in contact with me. Bye.